Welcome to our parents and guests and our live stream audience.
A little reminders for our community practices. We are device free, so we stay in the zone and leave your phone alone. We want our water bottles away so we can enjoy the show. Remember, when the lights go off, you can take off. A couple more reminders for our juniors. If you need to use the bathroom, emergencies are here for you to do so. Please see the deans at the top if you really need to use the restroom during the show. We also want to remind you that there is no eating in the amphitheater. You can always eat along the way and while you were leaving. And I know we just came from the pools and our hair might be wet, but please refrain from brushing our hair during the show.
Again, on Friday, it's Dream Job Day. And juniors, if you have to go to the bathroom, can you please hold it?
Hello everyone, my name is Pasquale Anelli. I'm the music chair for the music department this summer. I just want to welcome everyone to the senior band performance. Before we get started, I want to acknowledge our studio teachers, Ms. Michelle Laporte, Anu Ayoto, Justin Marks, Janine Nagao, and Patrick Armand. Our assistants were Alexander Delarada, Marco Campanelli, and not with us today, but a huge asset the last 2 weeks was Ms. Kennedy Royale. I just want to remind everyone that, friendly reminder, in band practices, we hold applause to the end of the last movement. So just a little bit reminder there. And without further ado, I want to welcome our conductor, Mr. David Schecker. Thank you.
That was the first movement from a folk song suite by a man named Ralph Vaughan Williams. And he was one of the preeminent, composers in England in the 20th century. There were two big elements in what we would call classical music going on in the 20th century. One was to write music that was, without a doubt, as strange and as unrecognizable as you could possibly make it, and others that harkened back into the roots of the country that they came from and were playing folk songs. And Ralph Vaughan Williams was one of the people that leaned on the folk song tradition. The next piece that we play for you is called Balladeer. It's by a man named Frank Erickson. And basically, what it demonstrates is one of the things that I'd like to show to you today, and that is music is basically about emotion. And sometimes it's difficult to say exactly what emotion you're dealing with. When my son David, who many of you know, he takes attendance here in the morning, when he was very young, he was about 5 years old, we were playing pieces, and he said, you know, it makes me sad and happy at the same time. And you can only do that with music. It's a great thing. So what you listen for is, what is the composer trying to make you feel? And how is he doing it? You follow the melodies. And so you're going to hear this piece go in and out of different uses of the same melody that starts. It's a very pretty melody. And just listen to what it takes you through inside. So you've listened to two very different types of music. One is peppy and exciting, and the other is just much more reflective. I kind of refer to it as like people who are loud and happy and people who are quiet and happy. What we're going to do now is we're going to play a piece, and this is the last piece we're going to play for you, but it's a longer piece than what we just played for you, the two that we played for you. This is called In All Its Glory, and it's by a man named James Swearingen. And on the cover of the music that we have has the picture, you may have seen this picture of the Earth that was taken from the moon. So you've got that little blue marble there stuck in it. And basically, what I have always looked upon this piece as is something that is just glorifying the Earth. All of us get to step back from it and see just what a magnificent thing it is and how things work. And what he does is he takes various melodies, some of them slow. Of course, you're going to be listening to things that come back a lot. And you'll recognize them, they're very recognizable, but he interweaves them in different ways. So no matter how old you are, you can listen, you say, okay, what do I feel now about this? Oh, and all of a sudden he'll give you little twists here and there. What he does is he builds on those melodies in different ways until finally, near the end of the piece, he mixes them all together. Just like the Earth mixes it all together. It's like musical ecology. They all fit together. And there's one thing I have to warn you about. In the middle of the piece, it sounds like we've stopped, okay? This is a longer piece than you might think that it is. And all of a sudden, it sounds like we've stopped. Now, what's going to happen is, I'm going to, at that point, cut them off because something very quiet happens after that. We have to be ready for it. So I am going to cut them off, like that. And while I'm doing that, if I can remember to, I'm going to go like this for you, so you know that we don't. I'll probably do it like that. It's a little severe. Okay, just out like that, so that you know. Just wait, okay, so that you don't play and feel that you've done something that you shouldn't do. If you slip up, it's okay, but it would be really nice because something very quiet comes in after that, and we listen for it. Okay, this is In All Its Glory by James Swearingen.